everyone, it's Mary Beth from MBGray Designs. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you are here today. I've got 3 projects for you. Well, we think it's 3 projects. We'll see how this goes. So let's start with this. This is an adorable little bee jar. It's small. That's the palm of my hand. It's a cute little jar, but I don't know what I got on my fingers. Just ignore that. But anyway, it's kind of small, but it's cute. It's adorable. And there's a little bee on the lid, and then on the actual jar, it's like honeycomb, pattern. So I watched Beth from Resin Express pour this. It was a few days ago. Well, this is going up later, so it was a little while ago, not too long ago. And she had it linked she got it off Amazon, so I went ahead and purchased it. So thank you, Beth. Thank you for the inspiration. And so what we're going to do with this little bee is I'm going to take Dianka Pours Iron Talon and just paint it gold, basically. I'm going to paint the bee gold. And then we're going to marble Rolio Aurelian yellow. I don't know how to pronounce that. Am I even showing it? God, I can't even see. There you go. And then Dianka Pours Sunbathe. They look similar. This one tends to be a little bit more orangish. So I don't know. It may just blend into one color, but we'll see. And then after the pour, we will definitely decorate it up and do something with this honeycomb pattern. And I think it's going to be an adorable jar. So that is the plan with that one. So let me set that aside. Then this and this both came in the May resin, what is it called? The Resin Mold Box. So these both came in there. So I figured we're kind of doing a bee theme, right? So let's do a bee theme, and it's kind of nature. So let's do the tray, because I think we can set our jar on the tray. I think that'll be super cute, because the tray has a flower and a leaf. So for the bee, I think I'm going to use chameleon powders and just kind of, I'm not going to like paint every little dash. I'm just going to kind of throw it in there and mix it around. I'm not going to be clean about it. I'll make sure it's cleaned around the edges, but you know what I mean? Like you'll see. We're just going to haphazardly put the different colors in there, and then we'll back it in black. That's my plan for that. And then for this one, I don't have my plan put together yet. So I figure while I'm pouring the other ones, maybe something will spark my creativity and I'll figure it out. So for now, I don't know, but I will be thinking about this, and then we'll do this one too. So I hope you stay along for the ride. So let's get the resin ready for just these 2, which do not take hardly anything at all. Actually, the Resin Mold Box. Oh, I don't have my pamphlet in there. Let me see. I should have the pamphlet. Here it is. Here's the May one. There's a pineapple jar, which I've already done. I did the cow tray, but that footage didn't turn out, so I'll probably do that one again. But here's the bee. Oh my gosh, 1.9 ounces, so a couple ounces, 2 ounces. That's not hardly anything there. And this is small. So I'll probably maybe mix up like around only like 6 ounces or something like that. But before we do that, let's take our chrome powder and let's start looking at what colors I want to do. I want my bee to be colorful. So we're going with all kinds of stuff. So this is grape. We'll start with grape. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a paper towel just so I don't try to not get the powder everywhere. And I've got a couple brushes over here. Literally, I'm taking it and it doesn't matter where it's going. We're just going. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's no rhyme or reason. And that is the fun in this type of thing, So just start dumping it in and let it fall where it falls. And then we'll rub it all in. So that one was the grape. I have a thing that you can clean your brush out, but I don't know where it is. All right, so this one is magenta. Ooh, pretty magenta. Let's see what happens with this one. Get some up in here, some over here, over here. There we go. And just kind of Go around different areas. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. That is, now I don't know that we're going to use every color in the box, but we'll use a handful of colors. I want to do this color. This is teal. Pretty teal. Let's go teal. Ooh, this is gorgeous. Wait till you see this. You will like this one. Oh, pretty. And I'll show you a little closer up once I kind of get it in here. Give me a second. I love that we're just haphazardly doing this, but there's the teal. That's really pretty. Really pretty. Okay, teal, you did good. I have to do the blue. It's called blue. I didn't know if there was a fancy name for it. It's just blue. Oh, okay. Lots of blue in there. We definitely need some up there, some in here, some over in here. Okay. Put a little more blue over in here. I'm going to want to get the sides and everything too. So beautiful. Okay, that's blue. Now let's do, what's this one? Champagne. Yes, let's do some champagne color. You can fast forward me if you want. This might be kind of boring, but I think it's fun. We're just playing around, getting different stuff going in here, trying to find some spots that I know have no powder so we can get it all filled in. And then we'll definitely use our brush and really go around and make sure we have powder everywhere that we need powder. Okay, there's the champagne. And this color is kind of cool. This is olive. I've used this color before. Kind of running out of spots, but I know some of the sides need it. This needs it down in here. All right, so what I'm going to do is just work on, you know, the sides, making sure all the way up to the edge has powder. And then I'll probably, you know, just pound my powder out. It just got everywhere. But that's what it's looking like. How cool is that? And when we back it in black, it'll really make those, I'm hoping, the colors pop. So let me finish kind of goofing around with this. And I'm also going to take that gold and do the exact same. It's just, I'm just going to paint it gold. That's all I'm doing. Nothing fancy there. Okay. And then I will get my resin going and then we'll be back. Okay, we got the resin mixing, which is great. Here is the little bee painted gold. Now, I'm not the best at the cleanup. I did my best. I feel like every time I think I'm done, then I'll look again and go, oh my gosh, there's more. But, you know, I'll just keep practicing. I know I'm not that great at it. So, anyway, got resin mixing up, and now we're going to take our micas. This is going to be for the black. I think I'm probably going to use either alcohol ink or pigment paste. I'm going to set that aside. So I made way too much resin, so we're definitely going to have some extras. What do I need? I need some sticks. I feel so unprepared. Here we go. All right, so let's take this yellow by Rolio, and we're going to put, oh no, did my thing stop? Does it need to be charged? Oh, please just work enough for this pour. Please. I'm using, by the way, I'm using Let's Resin, the 1-to-1 epoxy, and I'm using the mini mixer by Let's Resin. That's what I'm using today. Let's hope it's charged enough. Oh my gosh. That would be my luck. That's happened to me before. And then you got to, all you do is you just pull it off and either hand stir it or use a different mixer or something. But it's, you know, kind of a pain. All right, we're going to use the Sunbathe color by Dianka Pours. So I think I'm going to mix up 6 ounces for that jar. And again, it probably won't, I don't think it'll take 6 ounces, but that's what I'm mixing up. And now I'm just going to take a little bit of 99.9% alcohol, and I'm going to dissolve my mica powder. And the reason we do that, in case you're new, is that way when you pour the resin, I'll pour 3 ounces into each cup. When you pour the resin in, you will not have any unmixed mica powder. It helps with that. So that's really the only reason that we do that. So yeah, so I'm just dissolving it, as you can see. That's the Rolio yellow. And this, look how much darker that is. This is the one that has like kind of an orangey, it's a pretty color. So I'm hoping there's enough distinction between the two that we'll be able to tell when I pour it. I hope it doesn't just become one mixed yellow color. But it may, you know. So we'll see what happens. You can always use glue. Usually they say, they meaning other people I've watched on YouTube, Michelle from Glitz and Glitter is one of them, to use 1 drop of the clear or any PVA glue. Elmer's is what I use. Clear glue, 1 drop per ounce. So I would put 3 drops in each of these after you put your resin in. I'm not going to use glue. By the time I pour my resin, run it through the bubble remover, and, you know, I'll just let some time pass to where it starts to get warm on its own. So maybe like 20, 25 minutes. And then that also will help somewhat keep the colors separated, but not 100%. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. Okay, so gonna finish mixing that, get this poured, and then, like I said, for this one, I'm just going to use, I think, I'll show you. I think what I'm gonna use, I like this black alcohol ink by MBGray. It's very pigmented, so I'm probably just gonna do some drops of this and mix it up, and we'll have black resin. All right, so let me get that done, get it through the bubble remover, and then we'll be back to pour. Okay, we are ready. I'm gonna start with the B here, and I've got my black epoxy. I just, again, used that, what's it called? MARYBETH alcohol ink. I can't spray this with alcohol because I put all the powder in there. So I put it through the bubble remover. I'm just really hoping for the best here. I am gonna spray my resin. Kind of flew back in my face. And let's start right here. Just kind of let it flow. I'll pour it from high up too. That might help pop any bubbles as they come down. Go over here. I did 2.5 ounces because it said 1.9 ounces, but I just wanted to make sure. So, I mean, there should be enough. Let's go over in here. Sorry, I'm concentrating because this is kind of thin in some spots. I hope I do an okay job. Up in there. Up in this antenna. Ooh. Man, I maybe should have poured this in a smaller cup. Need some down in here. Okay, let me see where I'm at. Ooh, that looks pretty good. I'm just getting eye level. I think that looks good. There's a little, oh no, that's not an overpour. That's different on that side. It's okay. This side, it like connects right there, but this side it doesn't. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, I don't want it to overflow. All right. Well, looks good. And I've got, oh man, this is hard to see. I've got less than an ounce. I got maybe 3/4 of an ounce left. So yeah, I'd say, 2 ounces is good. I'm just sliding this out of the way. There's a bubble there that's driving me nuts. Ugh, I hate it when it won't pop. Okay, got it. Had to get that bubble. All right, let's get our lid and jar, the B jar. And we've got both of our resins here. This is the Dianka Pours Sunbathe right here, and this is the Rolio, that yellow. So they are, I don't know if you can tell, but they are different shades. So again, they're not super warm. They're starting to warm up. I think, honestly, it's been, let's see, 5, 15, it's been probably 20 to 25 minutes. I think, should I let them sit longer? Let me see how thick that is. It's getting pretty thick. I'm going to let them sit about another 5 minutes and then we'll pour. You know what I decided to do while we're waiting a few minutes here is let's take the rest of this black and I'm going to put a little bit of metallic alcohol ink in there and see what happens. So this is the sparkly copper. I hope it's open because I can't find my little doohickey to open it. So, okay, it's open. All right, we're just gonna put, a few drops. And I wanna see what happens when we do that. So, get a stick here. Ooh. Can you see it on there? That's kind of cool looking. I like that. All right, let's pour this butterfly. Clean my stick really quick here. So I've got this little butterfly. I'm probably going to need more than that. But let's start with this, with the butterfly. And see what happens. This might be kind of cool looking. All right, look at that. Okay, let's see if we have enough. Oh, my mold is dirty. Bad, MARYBETH. Bad, bad. I should have already cleaned it. The inside of the mold is clean, but the around the edges is not too clean. So sorry about that. But let's see if we have enough to do this bow. These might be kind of cute. I think we'll have enough because I can always scrape if I need to. Yeah, I'm going to have to scrape a little bit out of there. So let's do that. That looks pretty neat, huh? With the copper, the sparkly copper in there. So there's something you can do with black, you know, kind of change it up a little bit. Am I good? I might need just a little bit more here. Okay, there we go. Oh, shoot. No, I didn't. I don't think I overpoured. Did I? Let me double check. think my cup's in the way, sorry. No, I think that looks good. Okay, perfect. Now what I'm going to do, let me get these out of the way. I'll just slide them over. I've got my hand mold that I'm filling up as my drip mold. So we'll just put the rest of this in there. It's not much in there, just some drippings. There we go. Awesome. Beautiful. Okay. Let me get rid of that so I don't, I'm running out of room. It doesn't feel like I have that much going on, but I don't know. I'm kind of running out of room. Okay, let me set my spatula aside. Put my hand mold back over here. And now I think this is the tray that we're going to do. Let me move that out of the way. This goes over here. All right, we're ready. Let's pour. Let's marble this up. I'm not going to spray this one just because, again, of the powder. So let's just do a little bit there. And then we'll get the Rolio yellow. Oopsie. Sorry, I was wiping my glove clean. Here we go. Get some of that down in there. Now, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but definitely in real life, I can tell there's a big difference between these two shades. I'm just hoping it stays separate enough, you know, now that I've let the resin warm up. So we'll see. We shall see. Where's my bubble wand? Here it is. All right, I'm going to go fishing. We're going fishing for bubbles. Here we go. Come on, little bubbles. Just going around this lip or whatever you want to call it. And you can kind of see, sometimes you can kind of see through the mold. So you can see if there's a bubble, you know. I see one or two right over here. There it is. We got them. Yay. Okay. We kind of move this around. I see some more over here. They really love to hide out on you underneath there. I think it's looking pretty good now. Okay, perfect. So there's that. Spray those little bubbles off the top. Let me fill my jar and then we'll maybe top that up even a little bit more. Hopefully I have enough. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have some clear. So if I need more, we're good to go because I made way more than I should have. So I do have some, I have like 3 ounces of clear sitting over there. And I have something else we can pour. But if we need any more for this, we're in good shape. So that is good news. Here we go. Oh, I think this little jar is going to be so cute. Like I said, I saw Beth from Resin Mess Express do it. And hers was adorable. She did such a good job. If you're not subscribed, go check Beth out. Again, her channel is Resin Mess Express. What a cute name. But I'm sure a lot of you are already subscribed to her. But if not, go check her out. She's amazing. And she's become a friend of mine. We did a collab not too long ago. It was so fun. It was like, oh my gosh, hers was amazing. We did like a fairy garden collab. It's on my channel. That was a good one. That was fun. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun doing that. So Okay, we can definitely, oh, little bubble. Go away, bubble. Go away. Oh my God, I hate it when they don't pop. There we go. It needed popping encouragement. Okay, here we go. Gonna dome this one. There we go. Nicely domed. I think we can do just a little bit more here. All right, perfect. Now, oh my gosh, I got to get these out of the way because we need to figure out what to do. Well, actually, I have an idea for this other resin. So let me just move that out of the way. I have drippings of this, and I have maybe like a ½ ounce of this. So let's make a butterfly. I feel like I do these butterflies all the time. I really need, you know what? Let's do this flower. Oh, of course it has something in it. Why wouldn't it? Let me get situated here. All right, so we will do this butterfly. And I am going to put it also on a paper towel. It's just easier to slide around when you dome it. You know what I mean? So, okay. Let me spray that. And then, oh, I'm going to do the middle in this darker orangey yellow. And I guess I'll just marble around the rest of it. Let's get some of the yellow in there. Whatever's left of yellow. This will be pretty. It's a sunflower, so I think these are good colors for it. What do you think? I think if we scrape, we'll have, and you don't, this mold, you don't have to fill it all the way full. You would just have to sand it, you know, a little bit. So if it doesn't fill, I think we will fill it all the way full though, because when you scrape, you get a ton out of here. But what I was going to say is if you don't, it's fine too. I got this off Amazon. I don't know if I can, I'll try to find the link for it, this sunflower or flower mold. But this was one of my first molds, so I've had this one for a while now. So I'll see if I can locate it. And, of course, list it in the description box. Okay, yeah. We're definitely, I think, actually, maybe just a smidgen more on top here. Perfect. Okay. What I'm going to do is, again, slide this out of the way. And I'm going to bring my hands back over. And we're just going to scrape. There's not much left in here. So we'll just scrape this out. My other resin, I'm sure, is getting very thick. So I do need to really get a move on here. Because that's like 3 ounces. I don't want it to get ruined, you know. Okay, there's that one. Oh, I think I already kind of mostly scraped this one out. There's just a little bit in here. Okay, perfect. Clean my spatula real quick here. All right, move the hands out of the way. Get this wiped up. Okay, now here is, oh, indeed, it is getting very, very warm. I better hurry. I've got these cute birds, they look like little lovebirds. So I'm going to fill the little one first. Man, I don't have a lot of time to be thinking about colors right now. I'm just going to dig in and pick whatever color. Oh, if it's open. Okay, this one's open. I don't have time to open up stuff right now. We're just going to put, this is by Rolio. I'll give you the color name in just a second here. Let me just get this in here. Okay, that should be good. This, oh, it's lilac. Lilac is the name of that color. let me mix this up. Oh, so you can certainly put your mica powders in your resin like this and mix up. You just got to really make sure you get it all dissolved and mixed up really well. So it is a nice trick to do the dissolve it in alcohol first is always a good idea. Because I'm stirring this and putting more bubbles in this, and this is very, very warm resin at this point. I can't put it back through my bubble remover because it's too warm, so I got to get a move on. So I just want to make sure I got all that mica. Look at that beautiful color. Can you see that? That's really pretty. I think it's fine to have a lilac bird. What do you think? Okay. Clean my stick. And, you know, I think I have enough to do this bit larger one. Let's start with the larger one. Get some alcohol in there. And let's get our bird going. Okay, I am going to, oh, there's a tail down there. We want to get some resin down in there. Get some resin down in the tail. Kind of squeeze around a little bit. Oh my gosh, well, I even have enough to, oh, if I scrape, we're going to be close. So yeah, maybe I should have done the small one. I don't know. Let's scrape and see what we get. We're very close. Oh, I want to get the bird full now that I started it. Oh, man. I didn't realize how much this bird took. It's the first time I'm pouring it. So that was 3 ounces. So it probably takes 4. Oh, well. What I'll do is make sure I have an extra ounce or so when I mix up resin for the tray. And I'll make more lilac. And we'll just add to it. But that's going to be a while. So we might have a little bit of a line, you know, between the 2 pours. I hope not. But if we do, we can put some rhinestones on it. We'll cover it up. There's always a way to fix something, you know. And this is just an extra. But yeah, I should have done the small one. I didn't realize it looked like I would have had enough to fill that bird. Wow, that resin is really warm. So we needed to do it. We needed to get it in there. All right, there we go. I am going to squeeze that tail. Hopefully we don't have any bubbles. There's its little beak down in here, little head. Looks like I've got some micro bubbles on the top. Like I said, that resin was really warm. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do, I do need to take a bit of a break. But, oh my gosh, there's another bubble on the lid. I swear, it won't pop. Come on, bubble. Does anybody else fight with these things like I do? I mean, I'm literally poking it and it doesn't want to go anywhere. Okay. I gotta shut the footage off because I'm getting angry at a bubble right now. But I'll be back and we'll do the tray. Okay, we are back and ready to do the tray. Before I tell you the plan, I have some sad news. So I have a bubble remover. It's an obscure brand, but it was rated #1 on like, you know, when I Googled reviews and like Let's Resin was up there like in the top 3 and I think Resiners and there were several brands, but this one was rated like #1 and it was actually less expensive than the others. And I've had it, gosh, what month? It's May 1st. Oh, I've had it December, January, February, March, April, maybe 6 months now. I don't know, something like that. And you guys, I use it every day, okay? So it is used every day. Well, I noticed I just put my resin through the bubble remover. You can see all those bubbles. It's not getting up to the full pressure amount that it's supposed to. And I ran it again to see it, and it won't. It's supposed to get up to like 98 or something. Anyway, it won't do it. it won't do it. So I have to get another one. I probably should break down and just get the vacuum chamber, but I don't know. I don't know that I'm ready for that. I don't know if I don't know how to set it up. I don't know anything about it. Like, it makes me nervous. So if you use a bubble remover and you like your bubble remover, I would be so grateful if you could give me your recommendation in the comments. That, I don't know why I just cleaned the sticks. We're putting something in here. But anyway, so yeah, that's my, and then I have some more sad news. I went to mix up my resin. So this tray, according to the pamphlet, takes 6.9 ounces. We might as well say 7, just, okay, 7 ounces. So I made up 8 ounces thinking, because sometimes they're a little off and it takes, sometimes, not always. Well, I completely forgot I wanted to make up enough to, to fill our bird. So I don't know that I'm going to have enough. I might have enough, but I'm not sure I'll have enough at the end. I don't know. So we're doing the tray. What I did is I took this Dianka Pours Iron Talon, and I just used, painted the rose and the leaves and the inside rim, and then did some cleanup the best I could. And what we're going to do, let me set this aside, is I want to use some, you can use like the gold flake, that you can get. This is by Michelle, Glitz and Glitter by Michelle. It's called Pot O Gold. And it's basically the same thing, but it's already broken up for you. So it's very, very, very nice because you don't have to break the foil bits up. So that's what we're going to use. Now I am putting it in both cups because I had to split to use my bubble remover. So even if I do have some left over, it's going to have some gold flakes in it for the bird. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if we'll be filling the bird. This is going to make a mess everywhere. I don't think we'll be able to finish the bird today. I'm so sorry. We're going to have to probably do that another day. Now, I don't want to do a ton of flakes. I just want some in here dispersed through, Oh, God, it just always makes a mess. Maybe just a little smidgen more on this side. Okay. I think that'll be good. This is like crazy. Oh my gosh, gonna get everywhere. That's gonna drive me nuts. Oh, I'm gonna have to take tape. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. All right, let's stir this up. Where's my other? Stir this up after I took it out of the bubble remover that did not remove all the bubbles. I'm having quite the evening, let me tell you. So it's been several hours. So our other projects that we did earlier they're already cured, which is great. So this looks beautiful. This is what I want. I want to be able to see the resin. I want it to be clear with sprinkled flakes throughout. That's what I'm going for. And I think we've accomplished that. So we got that going for us. All right, let me get this mixed real quick. Just gently stirring it in. And that looks good too. And now let's get our tray back. And we will pour it. I think it's going to be pretty, very classy looking, just gold, clear and gold, I think that'll look nice with the gold flower and the gold, edging or whatever you want to call that. So now I will remove my sticks. Get them cleaned off real quick here. I'm not going to spray this with alcohol just because of all the powder. So let's get to pouring. This should be pretty. So there's a little over 4 ounces in this cup, and there's 4 ounces in it. Well, yeah, so it's probably close to 8.5 ounces is really what we have. So we might be able to fill the rest of the bird, but it's going to have gold flake in it. I don't know how that would look. Okay. I know I can scrape that, but I will worry about that in a minute. I hope I didn't put too much gold flake, but it's too late now. This is what we're doing. I'm not even taking a dotting tool. I probably should around the edge. I'll try. I just don't want to disrupt the powder. You know what I mean? What did I do with, there's my bubble wand, but I kind of want to use for this an actual, that's not the one I wanted. Oh, goodness gracious. This one will work. Yeah. So I'm very, very gently. I'm not rubbing it against the edge. I'm just kind of going around here. I'm seeing some bubbles. I'm sad. I'm worried my tray's not going to turn out. Hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, that's about as good as we're going to get. I am going to spray it with alcohol, though, now, before we dome it. Okay. All right. Now, let me get more eye level. Let's make sure this is, I mean, it should be level. Yeah, that's looking pretty good, actually. As far as filling it up, I don't want to, yeah, I have to stop because I'm actually having a bit of an issue over here. Yeah, okay. Sometimes these trays seem wobbly, you know? Because I think I'm level. I think the mold is a little wobbly, to be honest with you. Maybe. I don't know. What do I know? Just wipe this off just so it's, I really don't want this over pour. Sometimes when I pour clear, even though there's gold flake in it, it's harder for me to tell if I'm full. You know what I mean? Does that happen to you? I don't know if it's just the perception thing or, you know, I don't know. So we're definitely full though, so that's good. I'll continue to watch this. I don't want to waste your time with me doing this. So what I'm going to do, I have an ounce left and then scrapings out of that one. Let's see, can you see this right here? I think you can. So you know what? It's a lilac bird with the bottom of the bird is gold flake. What's wrong with that? Nothing's wrong with that, right? That's what we're going with. Oh, look, we might have enough. Oh, we do. Once I can scrape a little bit more out if I need to, but I don't even know if I'm gonna need to. This is like the perfect amount. It just isn't the right color. But it's a unique little bird. Okay, I'm going to scrape in my mold, which I can't really do on camera because I got way too much stuff going on over here. So I'll let this stuff cure up, and then we have quite a big demold going on with our bee and our butterfly and bow and the bee jar and a flower. Yeah, we got a lot going on. So as soon as this is ready, we will be back to demold. Okay, we're ready to demold. I'm so excited. Let's start with some of our extras here. So I'm really curious to see, oh, I got a couple bubbles on the back, but how our bow and butterfly turned out. Remember we marbled in the black. We marbled that copper. I think it was the sparkling copper by Let's Resin. Ooh, okay. Oh, big old bubble right there. We'll definitely have to put a rhinestone or something. So I'm not seeing any marbling, but it's not black, it's not copper, it's basically a new color. But it's kind of pretty, right? Let's see about the bow. Probably the same thing. Yep. So it's kind of a brownish color. Oh, well. Oh, well. That's okay. You got to try, right? They'll be cute. We'll finish them up. No problem. No problem. Let me get them out of the way. And now we got our flower, where I think we marbled the two yellows. Didn't get a lot of marbling. Got a little bit of lighter yellow on some of the tips here, but that's about it. But again, and this, it's pretty thick to drill. You could, I typically make a magnet out of it, but it would be cute as a bag charm, would it not? So I wonder if you could just put like a bail on the back, like glue a bail. Maybe that might be kind of cute. I don't know. I don't know. We'll think about what we want to do there. Okay, our bird. Remember, we got a two-tone bird. So we got the beautiful lilac that we made, and then we've got the clear with the pot o' gold, which is like the gold flake. Oh man, and I've never molded this. I'm kind of curious to see the bird. Okay, can I even get it going here is the question. Sometimes if you take, like, this is a really thin dotting tool, and you might be able to get your tool underneath. I don't know. Try not to damage your mold, I guess. What is the problem here? Oh, there we go. Okay. I just had a hard time getting underneath there. Wonder how hard this one's going to be to demold. I got to push it or pull it closer to me to get it really going. Sorry about that. I think I'm going to squirt some alcohol down in there too and see if I can help get this suction, you know, unsuctioned, or whatever the word is I'm looking for. Now it's all slippery. Ooh, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to like the little two-tone birdie. Sometimes, you know, you have to make these things go unexpected, turn out kind of cool, you know. You never know. That's the fun of all this creating, right? Okay, maybe if I get the head first. Okay, there's the cute little head. Now, there we go. There we go. But now my bird is a little wet with alcohol, so let me dry it off. Oh, she's cute. I think it looks kind of cool. What do you think? It's almost like she's sitting on something. Like, I don't know. It's a little paper towel. She's got some micro bubbles. There's no doubt that resin was really getting thick. Man, that paper towel won't come off. But she's pretty. She's really pretty. I like her. And remember, I've got a smaller one too. So like a mama and a baby. Very cute. I got my mat's a mess. Okay, we'll set that one aside. All right, so those were our extras. Okay, let's do our cute little, remember the bee jar? I was inspired by Beth at Resin Mess Express. So thank you again, Beth. I got this mold because of you. Okay, no bubbles. Oh, I see one little teeny one. Let's hope that's it. Around the edge here. I don't know. Yay, that was it. So we just got one little teeny weeny little, it's not even hardly anything. It's just a little micro. No big deal. Everything else is smooth. Ooh, our bee looks good. Now I can see variation between the two yellows. I don't know on camera. Hopefully you can. So yeah, so that gives me some hope on the jar that we might have some variations going on, which is what I wanted. Yes, we do. We do. Oh, nice. I mean, it's a little subtle, but it's there. Can you see? Hopefully you can tell. This turned out nice. I'm just kind of examining it, and I'm not seeing any, oh my gosh, I'm not seeing any bubbles in this jar. It's domed beautifully. Wow. Amazing. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. We're going to decorate this jar up a little bit. It's adorable. You could leave it just like this, though. It is really cute. Look at how cute that is. I love it. Okay, there's our jar. Now our bee, which kind of goes along with the jar, right? I'm excited to see the bee. It's been a long time since I've done any like chameleon powders. I need to clean this mold. All right, are we ready? Oh, look at that. Oh, got some overpour. I'm going to have to go. It's been a while, so I can't even pick it off with my nail. I got to go in and trim. Not too bad on the overpour, but there are a few little spots here. We'll take care of that. Oh my gosh. What do you think of our bee? It's so pretty. I like that we were just random with it, right? No rhyme or reason. We just used the beautiful colors and let them fall where they may, right? Okay, love it, love it. All right, so let's get our tray out, which, you know, I'm kind of thinking the jar goes pretty well, hopefully, with this tray. The bee and the tray came from the May Resin Mold Box. Is that what it's called? Resin Mold Box, I think. I definitely have some overpour on this tray. Not a big deal. We will trim and sand, and then I always use Resin Restore by Michelle by Glitz and Glitter. Amazing product. Ooh, how did we do? Okay. One teeny micro bubble right there. That's it for those, though. Oh, I guess, duh, Mary Beth, this is like dipped in. You know, you probably have to do a top coat. Well, probably, do I do a top coat? I guess you could leave it like this. I mean, that's embedded in because that's the microbiome. It's not coming off, but, you know, the tray dips. It's like engraved in. I don't know how to explain it. I think you know what I mean. But what do you think? I think it turned out pretty. Maybe a little bit too much gold flake. I could have probably used less. But, you know, that's a personal preference or whatever. But you could put your little cute bee jar on your tray. I don't think I am going to top coat it. I think I'm fine with this like this. I mean, you could, but I think it's okay. All right. Very nice. We did okay with bubbles, so that makes me happy. Again, just some trimming. So I definitely have some work ahead of me. I got to clean some molds here. Got our flower. We got a bow, butterfly, our bird, and of course our big beautiful, this is a bee, right? I'm assuming it's a bee. I think it is. Anyway, all right, let me get to work and then we will be back for the final reveal. Okay, it's final reveal time. All right, we'll start with some of the extras. So we've got this flower, which I think turned out so pretty. I just used gold marker in the middle and put some gold little rhinestones on it. And then for our butterfly and our bow, I used gold rhinestones. And they turned out really cute. And these make cute little magnets. Okay. Oh, this was an extra also. Remember our bird, and it's kind of two-tone. We got the gold flake down here. All I did to her was I just put some gold rhinestones where her wings are. And that's it for the bird. But I think she's so cute. Okay, our bee. Here's our bee. I colored the eyes black, and then I used silver or diamond, whatever, rhinestones just in certain spots, like on the, whatever these are. I don't know what those are. And the legs and stuff. So yeah, I think the colors are really pretty. What do you think of our bee? She's pretty. And then here's our bee jar. So I used gold rhinestones around the top on the lid. And of course I did sand and resin restore on all the pieces. So very nice, very nice. And then I used my metallic gold marker and just outlined the beehive shapes and then put rhinestones in all the little spots there, as you can see. This jar turned out really cute. I really like this jar. And then, last but not least, is our tray. And all I did to the tray is I put the rhinestones, the gold, around the top. Must be a gold-themed day for me. And I think this little bee jar looks cute on the tray. Very cute. What do you think? All right. Well, stay tuned for the pictures. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.
Say something like you love me and make my day, like you always do, like you always do. Hold my hand and look me in the eyes so I can tell you how I feel, tell you how I feel.